All right, I'm Scott Heisel here with I'm here with Alternative Press. I am Scott Heisel from Alternative Press.
That's who you are.
I'm here with Andrew McMahon from Jack's Mannequin.
That's who I am.
Not Jack's from Andrew Mannequin or whatever you want to call it, but there you go.
There you go.
So, Andrew McMahon.
Hello.
You were named the most anticipated album of 2008 by AP.
Yeah, by you.
By you personally. Yeah. So, when you found that news out, was that at all intimidating to you? Like, how do you handle that kind of that pressure being put on you? Like, everyone's expecting this album.
It was definitely my most anticipated record of the year.
That's good.
You know what I mean? So I suppose it does apply a little bit of pressure. You know, maybe ironically it forced me to take a little bit more time somehow. You know what I mean? But no, I mean it was an honor. You know, I've always been one of these guys. Like the first A&R guy I ever had in this business, he said, "Whatever you do, don't read your own press. If it's good, if it's bad, just don't read it." You know what I mean? And so I sort of have tried to adhere to that concept.
That's it. You said some terrible things in that story about yourself.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad I didn't. No, I mean, I would be lying if I said I didn't skim it.
Just look for the highlighted passages.
Yeah, you're right. No, but I think, you know, just the overall philosophy of that, just try to do your best to just make what you make because it's what you want to make, and not because anybody's expecting anything out of it. You know, but to say it wasn't a huge honor, I mean, lying, it was awesome. It was nice to be on the cover of a magazine for the first time. You know what I mean? I got no beef with that.
I know at that point you had a number of songs that were in the works, but you didn't really have anything that was solidified. You know, like put on like recording like an official studio or whatever. Right. So now that we're checking in about 5 months later, right. How far along are you with your new album?
So far.
So far along.
Yeah. No. Pretty much the deal is with this record. You know, it was sort of done in a very open scenario where I just tried to be in the studio when I was feeling like being in the studio and like I was feeling like I was creating on a good level, and that's why it sort of has taken some time, because it was very much a loose process. You know, when we talked last, I think it was on the phone, right? When we talked last, I had you know, like about 5 done. Now at this point, I mean, we have the record. We've got probably more than the record, and now what I'm doing is spending the next 2 weeks before we start mixing, just sitting in a room listening to it. You know what I mean? Just kind of like starting to decompress a little bit, sure. Touching up a handful of things. There's one song I'm still writing some words on. Ironically, it's sort of the song that we're playing. Oh. You know what I mean? Like, so I'll sing the old words, I guess. But yeah, I mean that's kind of where I'm at. Just kind of touching up a couple of things here and there. And granted, if in the next couple of weeks a new song happens to pop up, I'm not gonna not record it, I guess.
There you go.
But so we'll see. It's definitely down to the wire.
Now, you've had a long history with the Bamboozle, with both left and right. It seems like a couple years ago at Bamboozle Left, when you were headlining out there, Something Corporate actually came out and joined you on stage for a couple songs. Now, is that something that people? I mean, I'm sure people have asked you many times, like, is that going to happen again? Like, you know, what do you think the odds are something like that happening again in the future?
Well, I know they're not coming tonight,
okay.
So I know that. No, I mean, as far as the odds of Something Corporate in the future, the odds of us randomly appearing on the stage at a festival.
Well, let's start with just playing together. And then
okay,
you know.
All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, I think it'll definitely happen. You know, I would be lying to say I'm not really content with where I am at creatively and having the opportunities that I have right now, you know. And I think the guys feel the same way as well, you know. But that said, we have an amazing fan base. We're all dear friends, and we all still hang out, you know, and I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. You know, I think we have our 10-year anniversary coming up this year. I think it's like, you know, we consider it in school years, you know what I mean? Because we started when I was like, 15 or something. But yeah, no, it's coming up, and I would like to put something together around that date, maybe, you know, sort of collect our favorite cuts and some of the deeper cuts that maybe haven't been released and things that haven't been on records, and then maybe, you know, go in and try and, you know, put out another couple songs or something. I mean, I'm speaking really loosely in a place that I have a feeling is going to be heard by like a gazillion people.
This is Myspace, by the way. So.
Yeah, I can't wait till, thank you all.
Andrew McMahon says
I'm really looking forward to the next year of my life where I have to be accountable to what
You'll be getting texts for 6 months from now. Are you seriously doing this?
No, but, you know, it's one of those things. It's like I sort of do things day to day, you know what I mean? I just try and get through each day and fulfill what I'm trying to do that day. And right now, I mean, it's Jack's Mannequin, but, you know, obviously in my heart, and I think in all the guys, and obviously in our fans, you know, we'll find some time to get together and at least play a couple of shows and at least, you know, put out some new songs. So we'll do what we can. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Andrew. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, man.
Myspace.com/Jack'sMannequin. Of course, you can get all your updates there. So.
Yep. There will be new stuff coming soon.
Awesome. Have a good show, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.